Français 2, futur simple. So now it is time to learn how to conjugate the future tense in French. You already know one way to indicate the future, and that is to take the verb aller and conjugate it, and then add the infinitive. Now, what you need to remember about this is that this is not really the future tense, all right? This is not the future tense because it's just a two-verb sentence. Just conjugate the first one, add the infinitive on. We do it with other verbs like to want, to like, to have to be able to. So the only thing that makes this indicate the future is the fact that the first verb happens to be aller. But this is not actually a verb tense, because in order to be a verb tense, it has to be something that actually changes the infinitive itself. And that's what the futur simple does. So let's take a look at the futur simple. The futur simple is the future tense in French. Again, this word tense is really important. In order to be a verb tense, it has to be something that is going to change the infinitive. You're changing the spelling somehow. So when we conjugate the present tense, we take off the ER and add our endings, or for irregulars, we just switch it all around like crazy. For the passé composé, you have the helping verb plus the infinitive. So it has to be something where you're actually changing the infinitive in order to be called a tense. And that is why aller plus the infinitive isn't a tense. It is a construction, taking two verbs, putting them together in a certain way, and that indicates the future. The futur simple is used to describe what will happen. So you're going to use this whenever you say something will happen. I will do something. That's different than aller plus the infinitive, because aller plus the infinitive is talking about going to. So you're going to use them in French in the same way you would in English. If you want to say going to, you're going to use aller plus the infinitive. But if you want to say that something will happen, you're going to use the futur simple. The formation of the regular futur simple is very, very easy, and we're only going to do the regular ones for now. The first thing that you do is you're going to start with the infinitive, just like we do for every verb tense. If there's an E at the end, you're going to take it off. Now, this is going to happen for all regular RE verbs, as well as for our irregular verbs that end in RE, like dire, lire, écrire. All of those, you're going to take off the E before you continue. And then you're going to add the endings for the futur simple. So for the regular futur simple, you're starting with the complete infinitive, with the exception of this E if there is an E at the end. There's only one set of endings for the futur simple. We really like it when this happens because it means you don't have to worry about what kind of verb it is. All you have to do is make sure you know the endings. For je, it's et. Tu is a. Il, elle, on is a. Nous is on. Vous is a. Il, elle, pluriel, is on. This one, the last one, is probably the one that causes us the most difficulty because it is something that is so similar to our other endings. So please make sure that you're doing an ONT here, right, and not an ENT. So here are some examples. If I want to say I will rent, it's going to be je louerai. Now here, we're taking the infinitive, louer, and we're just adding the je ending. So, je louerai. She will sleep. Elle dormira. And again, here's the infinitive, dormir, and there's my ending, dormira. We will read. Nous lirons. So now, here's one of those RE situations. So I have lire, but it has an E on the end, so I have to take it off before I add it on here. And then I have my ONS ending, nous lirons. The girls will have fun. Les filles s'amuseront. Now this is a reflexive verb, a pronominal verb. Doesn't matter. We're still going to put our reflexive in front. We have les filles, so it stays se. And then there's our infinitive, amuser. And then our ending, les filles s'amuseront. So now you have a little bit of conjugamos practice. So go and do that, and we will touch base in class.